So good evening, everyone. My name is Tara Smith, and I am a member of the Delaware Women's Hall of Fame Committee. I am honored to introduce our second nominee, Julissa Coriano, a native of Puerto Rico and a dedicated clinical social worker and sexuality therapist. In her private practice, Julissa focuses on serving the Latinx community, particularly the undocumented LGBTQIA individuals and victims of human trafficking. She holds advanced degrees in clinical social work and human sexuality. Together with her son Noah, Julissa co-founded Orgullo Delaware, the state's first organization dedicated to clinically supporting LGBTQIA identified Latines and their families. Orgullo Delaware also provides essential training for medical and mental health professionals on the unique needs of the Latinx community. Additionally, Julissa is a co-founder of the Delaware Sexuality and Gender Collective. Let's watch this video to hear more about the remarkable Julissa Coriano.
My mom has been doing advocacy work her entire life. And so I think I knew growing up, like, oh, my mom does a lot of stuff. I think I just kind of had that kind of like concept, but I knew it was important. I knew it helped people. And I think she was always really clear about saying, like, who am I to not do this? Like, if this needs to be done and no one has stepped up to do it, then like somebody has to do it.
She will put all her power in her yes. And when she sees something that's in her lane that she could bring light, forget it, she's there. She goes thinking, for this project, this is the people that I should be surrounded, should bring in for it to be successful.
I always call it her database. Like, I feel like her mind works like a 1940s switchboard where they're like, you know, plugging stuff into the walls. And so if you're saying, oh, I really want to work on this and this, my mom was like, oh, database. I know this person does that and that person does that and this person knows someone at the News Journal who can do that. And so I think even if it's not within her time capacity or maybe within her passion to take on, then she can database stuff around and connect people with 100 resources to make sure that things get solved.
She doesn't give up. Why doesn't she doesn't give up? And it's not about money, it's because of her heart. And I think that's the motor that keeps her going when she could see somebody going from a depression or issue to strive. And she could bring resources to that person so they could flourish. I think that's her. Some people be a nice fat check. Julissa's like the results of me helping this individual, the results of me being a part of a movement that can make changes.
I would say the biggest change that I see directly because of her impact is a lot of those bridges between communities. You know, we say all the time, like, oh, I wish we had this, I wish we had this, and we often do have it, we just don't know that it's there. And so I think that the work that she's done to really bridge people within certain types of work, but also like outside of that, right? And so really bridging the LGBT community with the Latino community, really bridging the Latino community with like the Muslim community, and really making sure that we're all acting as one Delaware, we're all supporting each other, we're all lifting each other up. I think that this kind of like web that she has built is gonna live in Delaware forever. And, you know, it might not have her name on it, and I don't know if she would ever take credit for it or say, you know, she would say, my mom says all the time of like, oh, like I just like want to get all my friends together. Like I just want everyone to like hang out and talk. And I'm not doing like, you know, it's not an event. It's just like, I just want to get everyone to, you know, get to know each other and what they do. And wow, what an impact that has, right? Like this has just become such an extensive community resource and community map.
For her dedication and work on behalf of Delaware's LGBTQIA and Latinx communities, Julissa, please come to the stage and officially be inducted into the Delaware Women's Hall of Fame.
Hola. They should have waited till after I spoke to play the video, no? Thank you so much. Thank you so much to our incredible elected officials for being here, to our past honorees, and to our honorees who are here tonight with me. I'm going to keep it very short. I'm not used to speaking in groups. I'm a therapist, so I'm more one-on-one. And I don't want to keep anybody from the Phillies game, Governor. But I think it's first spouse Tracy who's wearing her pin, who I think wants to. And can I just say, I appreciate your bike story, Congresswoman, but you already told me the wheels are flat, the streamers are gone, not sure if the basket is still intact. Oh, but it's mine. I appreciate that. Muchísimas gracias. I'm going to be modeling this speech after me, because I'm not used to giving speeches. So it'll be short, sweet, but impactful. Okay? Definitely thank you to the members of the Women's Hall of Fame for this incredible honor, recognizing my commitment to the communities that I have. Throughout my life, I have lived by two mantras. The first, one person can make a difference. Whether it is smiling at someone at the right moment when they needed a bit of hope, or answering the phone to guide someone who is feeling scared and lost on what to do. When we lead with our hearts, we can all make a difference in the lives of others. The great Pedro Albizu Campos, the father of independence of Puerto Rico, once said, "Los sueños de nosotros abren el camino para los sueños de los demás." Our dreams pave the way for the dreams of others. And so maybe we don't recognize and realize, but that's absolutely true. Our dreams of being a social worker, of becoming a teacher or a nurse or an elected official, our dreams of helping people have led us to work that directly impacts the lives so that dreams of others are realized. The second mantra by which I live my life is a very indigenous belief that is ingrained in my soul, and that is that we just do not have the right to exist here. We do not have the right just to take. We must give back. We must plant the seed so that others, present and in the future, can carry on our work. And I feel so strongly about that. I remember having a conversation with Noah once. I'm an Aries, a March Aries, so we're very feisty and passionate. And I'm Puertorriqueña, so I'm double that intensity sometimes. Pero I was talking to Noah, and I remember saying, okay, dale, what's your plan? What's your plan for giving back to the universe, for giving back to society, to the world? You just can't hang out with your little friends and do nothing. What's your plan? Y Noah says, Mommy, cálmate, calm down. I'm only 11. Noah's a Leo, so he was only thinking about like hugs and apples, I'm sure. He wasn't thinking about like world domination like I always am thinking, right? But that is, social justice is so ingrained in my soul, and I've lived every day embodying that. And so I share and dedicate this honor with so many tonight. I first need to thank the universe for choosing me to do this powerful work. I'm so incredibly grateful that I am able to genuinely and passionately advocate and defend the most underserved and marginalized communities. It really is truly an honor. Le dedico este honor a todas las personas que cruzaron la frontera caminando abajo del sol caliente, sin agua, sin comida, solamente con el sueño y la esperanza de llegar aquí buscando una vida mejor. I dedicate this honor to all of the brave people who have traveled exhaustively under the hot sun, without water, without food, only with the dream and hope to make it here for a better life. I dedicate this honor to the LGBTQIA community, especially to the incredible trans community. It is an honor to be able to use my voice to advocate for your rights and fiercely challenge those that think they can debate your existence. No one has the right to invalidate your life or your identity. always remember that you are powerful. To the victims of human trafficking, labor trafficking, and sexual exploitation, I dedicate this honor to you as a sign of hope that we will always be here to help and to protect you when you are ready to come forward. I dedicate this honor to the loves of my life, my nieces and nephews, Quentin, Bailey, Natalia, Isabella, Brenna, and baby Jason. Titi loves you so much. Also to my parents, Amadine and Julia Carvalho, who are here. And finally, I dedicate this honor to my son Noah, my social justice soulmate. Such an incredible son and brilliant colleague. The universe has matched us up perfectly in this fight against injustices. I'm so proud of you. You've done a tremendous job of carrying on the seeds that I have planted and of planting your own seeds. The many years of being dragged to community events and protests, and the many years of you being voluntold to help out have led you to discover your passions. I thank the universe every day for you. You are my greatest honor. Muchísimas gracias.